Time some Doctor News from around the universe that may or may not affect you on some strange, weird level that could only be magic. Spectacular. Denouement. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I got all the voice speaking rules in for Death Moon 11. I'm just waiting for one more, and then it'll be complete. Yeah, saying that, and it will conclude in 12 for you folks who are listening to it. That is an audio play. The thing is, like I said, Skydark, the first one was just meant to be like a dry run before I decided to do a full cast. So if you want to go back and listen to Skydark, you can, or if you want, you can probably hop in with Death Moon, but you're going to miss some character background that's established. So, yeah, they are running longer, I thought. But let's get to the news. You're all sitting there going, could you quit going on with that stuff? So, yep, it's that time of year. Get rid of the hair. Oh, man. All right, so let's go for it. Let's get into it. Let's get into the stuff you want to see, because there is some really, really spectacular shit going on in Cardiff. Sorry for that word, but that's the only way I can describe it, because guess what, ladies and gents, boys and girls, children of all ages, David Bradley has been spotted in Cardiff. Oh, yeah. And some are saying with script in hand. Apparently, that's what they're saying is in the magic envelope. So, yes, kiddies, there is a Santa Claus. I'm not kidding. This is spectacular news, because we've been talking about this for a while, me and the guys and all that. And plus, Minnesota Gallifreyan have been hearing more and more about it, along with some of the other set reporter folk. And that, it's like I said, it's not just me. There's a whole group of people out there who do this, and they pass me this stuff. So I can't thank any of them enough. So, that we've been talking about this for a while, that David Bradley was going to, he decided to take, he rescheduled a convention suddenly. I think it was for this week. And now, it's all come to fruition, from the rumors, the stories, the tales, and boom, there he is in Cardiff with what appears to be a script in hand. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, baby. So, I'll kind of make sure I look forward to Christmas, which unfortunately will not be till December 25th, and sadly will be Peter Capaldi's last episode. I am truly going to miss him. Which leads into this piece of shit. And I'm sorry, I know I'm throwing the shit word around quite a bit, but I could not believe this article. You've got articles like this running around everywhere now, because you've got websites going, come write, if you get so many hits, blah, 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 we'll give you some cash. And I've been offered to do articles and stuff like that for things, but the thing is, I don't have the time. I'm doing 48-hour weeks. I'm a fat, lazy slob, however. I've been doing 48-hour weeks. I've been writing Death Moon, and then, also doing this show, amongst having a real life. And the thing is, it's very difficult to schedule it in. So, but here's the thing that caught me off guard, and I died laughing. Basically, they're stating what we already know. That Dr. Oigot, the 10th season of Doctor Who's about to meet its end, and the season's going to be Peter Capaldi's last. Tell me something I don't freaking know. And they're basically saying a new actor, blah, 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 has to be a thing. Why aren't they talking about it? But then we get down here to around here. Sorry, I just lost it. It was this jewel. Oh, heck, I lost it. And I was just on this article a minute ago that they mentioned the name of the actor to replace Peter Capaldi. All right, the announcement of the new Doctor became a serious matter, but a good number of fans believe the Doctor to be female. Many of the fans remain ardent, stating that the changing of the gender of Doctor Who is unnecessary. Here it is. According to one of the reports from comicbook.com, Kurt Marshall is going to be the leading man for this show. Kurt Marshall. Do some damn research. I'm not kidding. You've got to be crapping me. You can't even get the guy's first name right? Kurt Marshall. Oh, man. It's Chris Marshall, you damn dodo. Oh. But you see, this kind of crap goes on. Especially, that's why I stopped using, like, What Culture as a source. It used to be some really good, informed people wrote on there. Now it's a nest of morons. It's like anybody, like my favorite one, so 10 reasons why the 12th Doctor sucks. Oh, All right, Empress of Mars overnight viewing figures came in at 3.58 million, and I already know there's some people already throwing their hands at this guy going, "Oh, the show's dying, it's over." But there weren't any programs that even hit 5 million that day. Yes, viewing figures were down across the day with no program getting more than 5 million throughout the day. Top of the day was Football World Cup on ITV with 4.73 million watching. The Voice Kids had an audience of 4.23 million. BBC One, with the ramifications of the UK election still shaking the country, BBC News at 10 p.m. actually topped the chart with 4.32 million watching, Casualty at 3.9 and whatnot. So the thing is, nobody even hit 5. So it was not a horrific number to get 3.58 million. That was actually pretty damn good on the day. And that's going to go up with Consolidateds and whatnot when we get them in next week. Okay, Doctor Who fans stunned as this actress makes the surprise character return at age 92. They're referring to Yasan, if I'm slaughtering her name, Yasan Churchman at age of 92 reprised the role of Alpha Centauri. Now, for you folks who are not in the know, Alpha Centauri first appeared all the way back in the Pertwee era, and it was Curse of Peladon followed by Monster of Peladon. It was 2 stories that revived. That's why I want the Doctor to go back there just once. He did in Big Finish, and they did explore it in a companion chronicle. That was the one where he went back to it was Bride of Peladon. Then there was a companion chronicle called Prisoner of Peladon. And Peladon was always a very fascinating world for me, and I was really hoping he'd revisit it. So it was amazing to see Alpha Centauri pop back up, and I died laughing when you found out the reason they made her wear the cape is because when you see her without the cape, or he, she, it, because Alpha Centauri is a hermaphroditic hexapod, so it doesn't really matter. This is what Alpha Centauri looks like without the cape. Can you see why they put the cape on? Something looking a little phallic. Well, okay, moving on. So, oh yeah, by the way, here's the Radio Times review for the episode. They gave it pretty good marks. Okay, press reaction. Empress of Mars is generally be favorable with most reviewers enjoying the episode. And here they go in the Times, the Mirror. Felt it was a good story with a decent threat. Of course, Radio Times, I said, just praised the hell out of it. Telegraph enjoyed the realization of the Ice Warriors. IGN also loved the look of the Ice Warriors. Digital Spy felt the Ice Warriors worked, but had doubts about the human element of the story. AV Club felt the episode had an interesting ideas, which didn't quite come together. And Dennegeek paid tribute to the supporting cast. Ars Technica felt the story was a great improvement. And Games Radar called the episode stoic and dependable. And that's one thing we had in the Omega Files this last week. A lot of people said it seemed like they were playing it safe. And also, like I said, there was an article, and I lost it, unfortunately, because I had to restart the system. Some of my drivers went nuts. But there was an article where apparently Gatiss had got thrown a fit to the BBC because there were no black soldiers in the Victorian Army, and that the BBC insisted they cast this guy in there. Like I said, to me, it didn't really affect the story at all. You know, sure, historical accuracy is one thing, but really at the end of the day, you know, as long as you enjoyed the episode, who cares about historical accuracy, really? But like I said, I lost that article because I forgot to bookmark it. And also when I went to restart the system, I had to reset everything. And the only reason I even got these articles back is I had them all on Twitter. Okay, speaking of that, catching up with Catchlove. And this is a little short video if you want to give this. This is Ferdinand Kingsley telling about his dastardly character. And boy, was he dastardly. More like bastardly. But okay, Matt Lucas says the Doctor Who Season 10 finale is Michelle Gomez's turn to have a lot of fun. And a lot of people are really talking about that ending where she's like, "What's wrong with you? Blah, blah, are you sure you're all right?" I'm not sure if she's seeing something wrong. It's just the fact that everybody's in shock that she's actually concerned about the Doctor's welfare to begin with. So Matt Lucas said she's a maverick. You really don't know what's coming. You actually don't know what she's going to do on this take or that take. And then he goes into a bit more here, and here. I'm going to leave that one for you to read. Sorry, I'm in a bit of a hurry tonight, but it's a weird one. Doctor Who will tackle a real-life ancient mystery in next week's episode. Yes, there was a Roman, I believe it was a 9th Legion. Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay, I did have it right. That disappeared. They literally just marched beyond Hadrian's Wall that one day, and no one has seen them ever since. No proof of what happened to them, nothing. It was like they marched right off the planet, and they're going to play on that this weekend. And like I said, trivia fact for you newbies, Rona Munro wrote the very last episode of Classic Who back in '89 that was Survival. So interesting to see what she's going to be coming out with. Okay, here's a little preview clip from Eaters of Light. It's only about yay long, so it's nothing really spoilery other than Bill's running from what seems to be a cage. So I hope you all enjoy that. But I love this one here. This one was put out in The Guardian, Why I Love Pearl Mackie. And see, she infuses Doctor Who with glee, a reminder that this is a kid's show as well as a multi-million-pound cultural juggernaut. And if you skip down to, sorry, darn it, you see, I need to start bookmarking stuff more. When you skip down right, sorry, it was right up here. All right, she is a shot of joy, the best thing to happen to the show in the while, funny, sharp, and just wide-eyed enough, and she infuses the whole endeavor with a real glee, a reminder that even though we go into the rest of the quote. So they cut the first part off. And the writing seems to have calmed down a bit, but most pleasingly, this season has been subtle but effective, has seen subtle but effective references to race and sexuality. Like that, Bill likes girls, it's not a big deal. So it's kind of, Pearl Mackie's been amazing, and I'm really hoping, I really wish in my heart of hearts, Chris Chibnall would give her a save, but the thing is, it's not looking that way. The rumors I'm hearing, and like I said, there's not really much coming off the set, but from what I'm hearing from way out in left field, it's not going to end well for Bill. I think that Moffat's going to do a reverse on his, making death a joke trend for his last series, and from what I'm hearing, you may want to cover the kids' ears. Bill is going out bloody. That's what I keep hearing. I've been hearing that from like two or three people now. All right. So once again, very interesting series so far. Most people, like I said, on the Omega File seem to think they were playing it safe for this episode. Thing is, I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I didn't care there was a black soldier there and there weren't any in the Victorian Army. Heck, I used to watch the movie MASH all the time with Spear Chucker Jones there, and there were no black surgeons in the Korean operating theater at that time either. So who gives a damn? It's fiction. Have fun with it. Also, Death Moon 11 will be out before you know it. The series, this volume, Death Moon series will conclude with Series 12. The ending is pretty much almost written. I'm just still jotting down some notes here and there and get the timing right on some things. And like I said, I hope the folks out there who've been enjoying it, please go give it a like, give it a look, give it some love. It does take a lot more work than you think to make an audio. Sure, we don't have to build sets and whatnot, but building the soundscape for me takes a lot. Plus, there were a ton of lines in this last chapter, and these guys are really working hard for you. Well, until next time, everybody, take care, ta-ta, and blinded by the light. Oh, sorry. Have a good one. See you all on the flip side.